Oh my lord. Welcome to the stream. My webcam. Oh my lord. My webcam is actually the one that's stuffed. So we got you guys sorted out, but my webcam's decided not to work. Sorry for the technical right. difficulties. But nevertheless, there we go. I fixed it. I am joined by the Bombers attack damage carry and the Bombers mid laner, FBI and ry0ma, or ry0ma and FBI, whichever one rolls off the tongue, boys. Which one do you reckon? What do you reckon, guys?
I can't remember what you said.
Okay, maybe start paying attention. So for those of you that are here that don't know who FBI and ry0ma are, they play for the Bombers. They recently just won the OPL Grand Final, and it was a clean. Well, I'm not gonna say clean. It was a 3-0.
Was it clean because of you?
It wasn't my fault, man.
Because of Victor, you reckon?
Yeah, because of Victor.
Your mic's not on, I don't think.
Oh. Yeah. I can't unmute.
It's alright, leave it on.
Right.
And so, for anyone in the chat right now that has any questions for ry0ma and FBI, please feel free to drop your questions in. I'll copy and paste them into a document and they will get answered at the end. So really, I want you guys to put FBI under the spot since he never tweets. So, yeah, maybe this is where you get your questions in, right, Vicky?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Bloody oath.
Bloody oath. Alright. I'm gonna start with a real generic and basic question for you guys. Real easy one to answer, maybe. How was the Bomber season as a whole? Obviously you won, so it's probably an obvious answer. But how was the season?
Tommy, go ahead.
I'll go FBI first. FBI first.
Yeah, you go first. Wait, what was the question?
How was the Bomber season as a whole?
I think the season was pretty good. I think it went probably, I'd say as expected. I think all of us probably expected to win the split, I reckon. Not to be like arrogant or anything, but I think we all had a lot of confidence that we're going to win the split. So, yeah, I'd say the split went pretty well for us and, yeah, went to our expectations.
Yeah, nice. What about you, Tommy?
Kind of pretty much the same thing. Despite the 2 losses, but obviously that's optimal. But I mean,
like TL lost as well, but J2 lost as well. That's fine.
Yeah, the season planned out pretty well for us.
It was
pretty good, 19-2.
Would you say it's a poggers season?
Pretty poggers, but
I got a question for you guys. That's not even on the dot. So usually I do a plan, but there's no plan to this question. This one I'm just gonna ask: should I ban Kuden? Should I ban Kuden from chat?
No, we can't.
I'll leave him for a bit. Okay. And I guess leading into, like, you know, it was a very good season for you guys. Obviously that you won the league, so like congratulations there. But did you guys face any challenges? Like what were the challenges? Because like off the top of my head, maybe there was one having players with English as their second language. So yeah, I want to hear from you guys. Like, did you have any challenges?
Go first again.
Who's not first? Choose one. You got to choose.
I'll go ry0ma this one because FBI did the other one first.
Yeah, probably just communicating in game. That's like not so much, but then just like learning English. That was probably one of the hardest challenges that we had, and I think by the end of the split we learned. Oh, they've learned a lot, improved a lot, English wise.
What about you, Vicky?
Yeah, probably same as him. I'd say probably English barriers were hardest challenge that we faced. I think it was pretty hard for the Balkan, especially to adapt to like the Australian culture and shit initially, obviously. Wait, no, shoot us, maybe.
Yeah, keep going. Sorry, it's just funny because you just keep going.
Where was I?
Yeah, Balkan adapting to Australian culture.
To Australia, because like obviously the Korean culture is really different.
Yeah.
So I think aside from that, the split honestly went pretty well. I think we were taken care of pretty well by Bombers, and the facilities they provided were actually really good. So
would you say then, like, because I've played with a player of another culture as well a couple of times. Would you say that it helps you grow as a person? Like, is that what you found? Because like then you start catering toward, like, you start not only thinking about yourself, but you start thinking about like, oh wow, how's this person feel, and taking other people into consideration.
Who first?
You. Just you.
Me? Oh shit, me. Sorry. Yeah. What's the question again? No. Like, what was the question again? Yeah.
It was like, do you think that, having someone, because you said that it was a culture shock for some of your teammates, and you had to take into like consideration, I guess, their kind of feelings and whatnot, obviously because it's from a different culture. So do you think that helped you as a person? Think it helped you grow?
Not really, I think, but I could definitely see how like having to think about what the other person's thinking, like other teammates are thinking and stuff like that, could help you grow. I think maybe subconsciously, but not that like.
Yeah, nothing you noticed.
Yeah, you're not that I noticed.
Maybe you're just an A-grade bloke already.
That's definitely it, right?
Yeah. So and then I said this before when I introduced you guys, but that was a grand final that I guess FBI's been chasing for a very long time. Not only to make a grand final, but to win it. And ry0ma, this was your third grand final. I think it was your third. That's the third time lucky. But I remember specifically, for those of the people here that don't know this, I remember sitting down with you at MEO, like when you were you're obviously very upset you just lost. Of course, and I said to you, I was like, you will win it one day soon. You will win it one day soon. It's not your time now. It is your. And then I guess the third time was your time. So talk to me, ry0ma, about your thoughts and feelings like after winning that game. It was your third grand final.
I was kind of more. I was kind of more happier for everyone else around me.
Yeah.
Rather than like myself. But obviously I was really happy after the third time. For me, I just remember like the feeling of just getting reverse swept in the first split and then like just losing the second split and then like just doubting myself. And like it just felt really bad to feel that pain. So winning now like just relieves a lot of that pain.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. What about you, Vicky? I mean, you didn't. And this was your first grand final, so it's kind of like you're one from one in that sense. But I mean, like last year was probably a disappointing split for you to say the least. So yeah, what was it like winning this one and getting it? And because I feel like you as a person, you compare yourself a lot to like other players and other ADs like that have come and gone. So it's like kind of good for you from my perspective that you've finally gone and done it.
Well, thanks, man.
Yeah.
I think for me, winning the finals was obviously it meant a lot. Yeah, I've been chasing I've been chasing an OPL title for I think was it 2 years now. So it felt really good, especially like to do with like former teammates like Tommy, like someone played with for ages as well, Rogue. He was really happy. So it was like pretty happy for me to see him like be overwhelmed with his emotions like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say it was just honestly, like I wouldn't say I was. No, yeah, I was pretty happy. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, well, but do you want to tell people like, you don't have to go into too much detail, but do you want to tell people like your backstory? Because I feel like not many people know your backstory. Like there were so many times where like, I mean, well, firstly you joined the OPL and I think you didn't even know there was an OPL when you first joined actually. Then after the first year, there was pressure on you because I think a lot of people don't know this. You had a very high mark. I don't know what they call it in Sydney, but like you're a very smart guy.
ATA.
Yeah, is it called ATA in Sydney? Yeah, okay. Your ATA was very high, and there was a lot of pressure on you to go to uni and like not play League of Legends. So like, yeah. Do you want to tell people a bit about that?
Yeah, definitely. I think I just finished year 12, and I was kind of going through some personal problems at the time, and I was just playing. What are you laughing?
No, it's just funny.
Yeah, I was just playing a bit of League, I was just playing a bit of League, get my mind. Just finished high school, so I had a bit of free time, and then I got a random friend request. I think it was from some guy called Juves, some clown like that.
Yeah.
But
I don't know
I got a friend request from you, and you just basically asked me if I wanted to play pro. I'd obviously never heard of the OPL or anything before. I thought that I just finished high school, so I may as well,
Yeah.
I played pro, why not? And that's kind of how I got here.
Yeah,
and
but
my parents didn't want me to play after like the first year because they just wanted me to go back to uni, but managed to convince them. So here I am now.
So and then have your parents said anything now that you won?
Oh, they're really happy for me now. They're like, parents are like, oh, my dad's really into League and shit now. But
Oh,
before
really?
he was like, yeah, he was really against me playing games and stuff. So
Yeah.
they've kind of done like a 180.
See, I actually had no idea. I didn't know that your dad was like full watching it now and supporting. That's actually so good to hear.
It's pretty funny. He's trying to tell me how to play the game and stuff.
Yeah, your dad's probably got some real good mechanics. It must run in the family or something like that. What about you, Tommy? Does your family watches too, right? I remember you saying your uncles and stuff watch.
Yeah, my uncle's a lot more supportive now. Yeah. My mum not so much, but she obviously supports like what I do.
Yeah.
But my uncle like really goes and like tries to understand the game as well. Because
Yeah.
he used to play as well.
That's right. I remember you telling me you played like Dota.
Yeah.
Or not, maybe it was a Dota. I don't
Yeah,
know if you
he
played
used
with
to play
him.
Dota, yeah. So he would understand some comp of the MOBA, like
MOBA
the
style.
MOBA thing, yeah.
And that's sick. It's good to see that your families are like full for it. That's really good. I want to dive into like the games just a little bit. I don't want to talk so much about like every single game, but there's instances in all of the games, and specifically in game 1, where it felt like the games felt very frantic. Like even I was getting a bit like, if I was a Bombers fan, I was getting a bit a bit worried because I was like, what is actually happening? I couldn't wrap my head around what was happening. Do you guys have like, was that nerves? Like what was the problem? I actually don't like, not problem, but I want to hear like, yeah.
A bit of a problem?
Yeah, well, I think it went from like 14k lead to getting aced multiple times. So I got it. Yeah, what was happening in that game, Tom?
Was it 14k?
I can't remember. It was pretty high. But
we're really far ahead.
Yeah,
that was your issue.
That's not my issue.
That was your issue.
Tell me what happened. Tell me what happened, boys. Were we nervous or what?
No, I actually don't think I was nervous. I don't think were any of us nervous. We didn't really talk about it, but I wasn't nervous at all during the finals. I think it was just a bit over eagerness. I think it was really clean. Like the game was really clean up until the last dive at the Nexus turrets, and that's where it kind of went downhill.
Yeah.
I think like actually, no joke, that was miscommunication. Like because Balkan obviously is English, even though it's improved, it's still not the best. Like,
yeah.
High pressure, I think I was calling at the time slow, like like play it slow.
Yeah.
And then he thought I was saying go.
No, because I saw you on webcam and you were going like this. Like, oh, you probably can't see it because
I can't see it.
But I saw what you were doing. But it just felt very uncharacteristic of the Bombers,
Yeah, I think probably a bit of nerves as well. I'd say I can't really speak for the other members.
Yeah, Tommy was nervous. Yeah, Tommy, were you nervous?
Tommy was nervous. Sure.
Tommy, were you nervous?
After me, ry0ma was going that car, because I don't know how I felt after.
You what? What did you say?
I felt like the only thing I did really badly was again was the carp. When I ulted onto the carp, it was like a 100 shut down. I just ran it down after that. But,
man, I was actually like, yeah. I was like, oh, okay, this game's over. Then it got real monkey ass real quick, and then the ending was so poggers as well. But I actually loved the ending to that game.
Yeah, we just really.
You really got to give like props to Order as well, because like considering where the game was and for them to claw it back to like that extent, like,
yeah, actually
it was pretty. It was actually really well played by them, even though like it was our mess up.
Yeah,
but
so
I think they did really well to capitalize.
It's at a point in where like the only way they come back is you make a significant mistake, but they're Titans.
Yeah, for sure. I think at that point in the game we were up. Did you say 14?
Nah, I think it was like 10, it was past 10k.
It was 10? Yeah, like we're like 1-3-1. Like we're just gonna take the innings and end the game. So I think it was more on us, but I've got to say they played really well. Like the ensuing fights that we opted into, they played those really well. So.
I will say, Vicky, I think you broke the Vicky Gauntlet curse, where you seem to slightly downgrade in Gauntlet.
That was only 2017 split one. I swear to God.
I'm joking, bro. Relax. I love taking jabs at you.
You're not joking.
A little bit, not joking. I'm still a bit angry at you. Yeah, and I guess well, we've kind of already gone on to the next point, which was like what it meant to you guys, because like yeah, we already spoke about that because we're very good talkers here. What's the go? And I somewhat asked Tommy this off stream, so I'm gonna probably ask Victor this first. What's the go with MSI preparation? Because if people in the chat that are watching that don't know, historically it's very hard to find practice before teams go internationally because the season's over, teams go home, and there's no teams left to play. So what have you guys figured out what you guys are doing for practice?
I think so. I think we're just planning on flying earlier to Vietnam and probably getting some scrims in with either Vietnamese teams or other playing teams that get there, but I think we'll be getting there pretty early, so we'll probably just have to scrim Vietnamese teams and then probably just grind the solo queue there.
Tommy, this one's for you because I know I've been there when you've been there. What's it like swimming Vietnamese teams? What's the Vietnamese server like?
Wasn't actually that bad. It's probably better than our server, but just like mechanically, I guess it was slightly better.
I think the
it'd be better to grind there than here. So like just practicing.
And I think the teams, if teams are scrimming, if they are, what's their playstyle like in Vietnam?
Oh yeah, they're a bit relentless, those guys. Yeah, they're just gonna fight. Yeah, that's the side that we kind of like. So, but if we microly play better than them, then probably come out on top.
I remember, I don't know if you guys remember, but when we were scrimming Vietnamese teams when we were there, it was like level 2 Velcros at like rates just waiting there to flash on people's heads. Like that's the kind of meta.
Stuff with some,
Yeah, nah, that was funny. Oh, the Velcros to counter the Thresh bot lane.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, it was. Well, he just died 100 times.
Yeah.
But also to add on to the note of practice, our Koreans are already practicing in Korea, so.
Oh, did they go back to Korea?
Yeah, so they're already practicing.
Oh wow, that's actually really cool. So are they there for? Oh, they're there partly family, partly.
They're there to visit home as well.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So when you guys
practicing?
When do you guys shoot off? When do you like go to Vietnam? Or you don't know yet?
I don't think we have to date yet. Yeah. It should be sometime pretty soon.
So have you guys Vicky maybe not so much because you probably didn't follow the scene. But what are you guys feeling like when you go international? Have you even thought about the teams you could be playing, maybe playing, and what do you think that this will be probably the best run ever OS will have? Like, what's the feeling? I don't know. Like, tell me what you're feeling.
I think, well, personally, like, I don't think any of us really paying too much attention to like what kind of what the playing teams are headed in yet.
Yeah.
I think we're all like, I guess because we don't really know what team we're like going to be playing against, like from Japan and all those like small regions, but we're all kind of just like excited about the fact that like if we do manage to make it out of groups, we get to play that best of 5 as like, I think, is it NA as well? NA, LMS, and like one of the other playing regions?
I'm the host of the show. I don't know anything about
Okay, yeah, I think it was NA, so I think we're all looking forward to that. Not to look past like our opponents, but like obviously we don't really know who we're facing yet, so like obviously we're all just hoping we make it and excited to verse like the NA first seed.
The way I hear Victor talking right now is about is like, oh yeah, when we make it out of groups, we will be playing versus Team Liquid in the semi-final.
No, I don't. Obviously, I have like a lot of confidence that we will make it out in groups, but it's hard for us to really think about who we're versing because like the other regions haven't really played yet. So, I mean, like thinking about like the noticeable one, which is NA.
What about you, Tommy? How do you reckon things will go?
I think we'll probably be one of the better teams that OS have sent internationally. I just think we might really play a lot better.
Yeah.
But we just have to play as a team and just do our thing, and we'll probably make it out of groups.
Ooh.
I agree.
Yeah. Okay. This
is gonna come back to haunt us, I reckon.
No.
This is all recorded.
I think you'll be fine. You'll have my support at the very least.
Thank you. That's all we need.
Until if you lose a 2v2 bot lane, I'm gonna be the first one to tweet about it.
It's not gonna happen.
Tommy, I can give some freedom to.
I don't know, man. They're versing Tano and Wolf, man. I don't know.
Well, yeah. No, well, is that? Did they? I don't think they qualified. Did they qualify?
They're like the best team.
Are they? Okay.
They should qualify.
Okay.
So that's super
one of the
massive.
better teams. Yeah, super.
Yeah. They're always
I guess if there's like a region you want to test yourself against or dodge, it's probably Turkey, right?
Yeah. I'd say Turkey is probably the strongest playing team headed in.
Yeah.
They made it out last time, didn't they? I'm pretty sure they made it out last time.
Yeah, they made it last time.
They made it to the best of 5, I think.
But yeah, was it the best team 9? It was like 5 games.
I'm not sure. Oh yeah, it was close.
Yeah.
So a little one from Mike in the chat. He said, Rift Rivals, 800 LP Korea, 100 ATAR. What about you? Who's he talking about? Who's he talking about?
I don't know, man.
Hey, you guys have played probably for most of the OPL seasons now. I mean, Tommy at least, and Victor, you're not too far away from it.
Wait, Victor's played OPL before me.
Did he? Same.
Yeah.
Kind of the same. Yeah, kind of the same.
After we replaced Wizard, bro.
Hey, wait, don't say that name. Come on, bro. Don't be like that. Don't be like that. My history is a little bit off. But
He's a fascist, man.
I know it's because I feel like Tommy has been around for so long because I knew him from like Dynamic Q days. So and plus he played on like Absolute and he played on like OCS teams and stuff. So I just think that Tommy's played OPL longer than you, but he actually hasn't. Anyway, my question is, playing all the years you've played in the OPL, even though like it was a best of one, and then you ultimately only played one best of 5, was this the strongest you feel the OPL has been, or what's the feeling? What's the consensus?
Do you want to go first, or?
Yeah,
first?
well, you're both answering it, so one of you can pick.
It's hard to say since Shern was one of the better players in
Yeah.
OPL, right? So him not retiring, moving to NA, and Cupcake retiring, like it's hard to say, but I think the ceiling maybe like individually has gone higher, but maybe not as a team. But,
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Vicky?
Well, I think it's pretty interesting from our perspective because obviously we were on good teams in like the previous years, but we were never like the top team.
Yeah.
So I guess like now that we are the top team, it's not like we're not really looking up to any other team, you know. So
Yeah.
I guess it's kind of hard for us to answer, but I think I would say obviously like I think that everyone just gets better like with more time. So I'd say like in terms of like total skill, we like the region definitely improved, but comparatively to like I'd say 2017, I think the region's probably weaker now.
Damn, man.
Yeah.
Why you gotta be on the negative for? Because I would say...
well, I'm not saying I'm not saying we're weaker. I'm saying that we're probably one of the stronger like first place teams, but I think as a whole the region's
what if you straight swap Shern with Balkan? What if you just straight swap that, and then what if you I just read what Mike said, and then there's players like Ayla and stuff like that who they're probably not as good as Cupcake was, but like probably have ceiling to be better. So, and I mean he's working with Cupcake actually anyway, so that's an interesting fact. All right, I got a few questions from the Twitch chat, so I'm gonna ask you guys, and you both will answer it, and we'll see what happens. We'll take it from there, lads. So if you guys have any questions in the chat that are not meme, because I know Kuden's already gonna say some like real meme questions, then I'll be happy to ask the lads. So this was from Alexicon1, and he said, "What was the best part of the split apart from winning?" So if you take the winning out of it, there was none.
For me, at least it'd be probably beating Mammoth.
Yeah.
Since a lot of my teammates are there, and beating the one-time Chiefs, but not so much because they have a positive record against us. But just beating my past teammates, my former teammates.
That's fair enough.
For me, probably the game versus Chiefs, the second one. I think it was the one where we were kind of smashing them, and then Jusong Mimic got that like huge cannonball at the end. I think that was, and I just saw that cannonball. I think I was just overcome with happiness. So I'll say that.
You were like, "Oh damn, I've played so bad and I'm getting carried." Yes.
I didn't play that bad that game then. Yeah. Like I was just really happy for him as well. I think it was a pretty huge moment. Did he make it to the Penta?
Yeah, he did. The banger. Not the Penta.
No, the Penta.
No, he didn't make it to the Penta.
I think it was
Penta.
Your favorite moment was when you were versing Andrew, alright?
Yeah.
Hey, you know one guy who has made the Penta?
No.
Is me.
Was it Gragas? Gragas, E-Flash?
It was the game where I had to go top lane because bot lane was gonna lose.
Huh?
Wait, what?
Wait, did we win that game?
Yeah,
Did we win that game?
we won that game. And Swiffer, I remember talking.
Series, didn't we?
Yeah, we won the series. That was game 5.
Oh, we won the series? Okay.
It's kind of weird how you don't remember that. It's kind of weird.
The Chief series, right?
Yeah, it was the Chiefs series, but I don't know what game it was. It would have been game 5 or.
It was game 5.
Okay.
And I remember Swiffer was mad tilted because I think he was about to solo kill Tommy at like level 3, and Flares just came mid with Fizz.
Yeah. He just came.
Was that the game Kwon got like 20 kills?
That was game 5. No, that game was against AV.
Oh,
yeah.
Nah, Kwon got 20 kills against AV. Series was having a rough one.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Alright, I actually stuffed up because I didn't copy and paste the name for the rest of these questions, so my bad on this one. But I think it was a lexicon actually. Do you think it makes a difference in gaming house versus going into an office? Because I know you guys, for those of the people that don't know, they have a thing called the hangar where they go and train, where they play their scrims and stuff like that. I don't know if they play solo queue there, they can fill you in. But yeah, does it make a difference? Tommy first.
I think, or like, okay, so when we went to the hangout, it's just like about League, you know, like we just, once we get on those computers, we just scrim and talk about like League only. So the only thing that's on our screens at the hangout would be just League, and then when we get home, we just have like a lot more personal time, and we can just do whatever we want, we would like to do, because we have our own computers here as well.
Yep.
And just like, yeah, you can play League here, you can do whatever you want, and just, yeah, as long as you just do your part at the hangout.
What about you, Vicky? Do you notice a difference?
I'd say, I actually do, because I'm not really like a morning person. So I think having to like wake up and like travel to the office or the hangar, it's pretty helpful for me in waking up and like making sure that I'm showing up to practice, not like exhausted.
Yeah.
Like I've had that problem in the past where I would like stay up too late, but honestly, the walk to the hangar and having like a morning coffee, I feel like I've been practicing really well this year.
Is it an 11 AM start for you guys?
Yeah, is it? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
The fact that you don't know what time you start work is problematic.
Nah, I'm always on time. I've never been late.
Is that true,
Never
Tommy?
been late.
Yeah, it is. He's always on
Yeah,
time.
he's
always on time, mate. Vicky's almost the captain, huh? Yeah, alright. And this is kind of like a real general one, so I'm happy for you to give a general answer. But do you guys have any advice for solo queue? For anyone that's out there trying to climb solo queue or get better? I'll start with Vicky.
Okay, I'd say probably find the role that you're best at. I think playing off like too many roles, you probably won't climb that well. And then probably just finding like a champion that's like depending on your skill level, probably just like a simple champion to learn first and climb so you play better players. And then from there, I'd say probably try branch out and actually learn more about the game.
Yeah, that's fair enough. That's a good one.
Thank you.
Tommy?
Yeah, what I did was I just watched a lot of pros. Just like watch how they do like their combos and spells, and then just like try to copy it into your own style.
I think what you're saying is you watched a lot of ZVODs because that's what you play.
Well, yeah, no, I also think one tricking is the best way of climbing, and then learning champs in high elo when you can.
So when I knew Tommy in Dynamic Q days, ry0ma, we used to play it all the time together, and I was like, damn, this kid's like really good. Like he's got real good mechanics. And then I realized like after probably 50 games with him, I was like, wait, this guy only plays Zed or Yasuo. So then I literally took a stand, I was on call with him, and I started yelling at him. I was like, Tommy, I'm not playing with you ever again unless you play other champions, because you're going to waste your talent. And then Tommy's like, alright, I'll learn other stuff. And then we got into Champ Select. I remember we got into Champ Select that next game, and you were hovering Zed and Yasuo, and I was just like, I'm going to dodge, I'm going to leave the game, delete you, block you, and dodge. And then you locked in Gangplank, and then, I don't know, I don't want to talk about what happened after that.
Well, Gangplank was so bad.
No, it was actually alright, we won the game, I think. Another question here is OS considered a serious region by other pro players from different regions? Vicky, I want you to start this one because I know when you were really high elo in Korea, you spoke to a lot of players from different teams, and obviously they found out you were from OS. So like, what's the feeling?
Yeah, I think definitely people from other regions kind of look down on us quite heavily. Actually, I think it doesn't matter how good you are individually as a player. The moment you tell someone you're from OS that's not from OS, I think they start looking down on you. I think OS is like has pretty good talent, but I don't think our coaching staff and facilities are quite at the level of like the major regions. So it's pretty hard for us to improve, I'd say. I think the only way like the players can get better is like for us, I think it's just by like watching VODs of Koreans in particular. But I think without like the proper coaching staff, it's pretty hard for us to improve as a region.
That's fair. What about you, Tommy? Same thing?
Yeah, it'd be kind of the same thing. I think individually, like, there's some people that are really good, like, in our region, but are unnoticed because, like, of our just...
But
like,
then...
OS.
But do you think then, so like what if we have like a very let's hypothetical, let's say the MSI run, Bombers put together an insane MSI run, they make it out of groups, they go and maybe they make it out of the play-ins, they go into groups, they put up some decent games, but let's say we don't make it out of groups. Do you think that changes the reputation somewhat? And then do you feel that pressure to do well for the region?
I think I think it depends on how well we do. Like, obviously, if we have like a run like Gigabyte Marines, who I think they almost took a game off Longitude, the best team at the time. I think it would probably get people talking about Oath as a region. But I think at MSI, I think it's harder to do that than Worlds because we have to firstly get through the playing stage before we get to like the actual really good teams. So I would say there is like quite a lot of pressure on us to perform. I think O's has had disappointing results in the previous years. So we're like I think the only two teams I've gone are Chiefs and Dolls. So we're like the third team to represent O's. So I think there's also that pressure. But
you're probably one of the youngest as well.
Oh, you reckon?
Maybe. Maybe Dolls are pretty young.
Mimic's pretty old.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, Jisung's really old.
Washed up.
Yeah, he doesn't look the part.
Yeah, he's really young.
But yeah, I'm pretty confident that we will play pretty well, and if we just play our own game and don't get too starstruck, I guess I think we'll have pretty good results. Probably make it our groups.
Maybe Vicky, maybe they looked at your OPGG when you were in Korea and they're starstruck.
Nah, I don't think so. I feel like it doesn't really translate.
Tommy. Does the AFL squad get around you guys? And like do you ever see the AFL guys and then do you this is a cheeky one. Do you tell them what it's like to win a flag? That was a that's not my question. That's a question from the chat.
We do see
knocked out, right? I think we'll get knocked out.
I don't know what to say, but they're pretty intimidating when we see them. They're like pretty tall, but there's not much conversation. We talk more to like the business side of
okay.
like bombers.
But you just like a hey, how you going kind of thing, and that's
yeah. We normally say you normally say hey around like when you see people at the hangout because like you're working with them. So
yeah, they're your colleagues. That's what they are.
You just say hey and stuff.
Yeah, nice.
When you walk past.
How about you, Vicky? You had any good conversations with any AFL players?
No, I don't actually think I've talked to any of the AFL players. Just
because you got your headphones in all the time. They probably just think you're busy.
No. Like we don't really see them. They're like out on the field training, and we're just in our like area.
Go have a run, mate. So. Go have a run.
Huh?
Go have a run.
Oh, yeah. I'm not running shit, man.
And the last question is from a Lexicon. One again. What's your OPL super team? It's like it could be now players, past players, or any players. Tommy.
Is this involved imports?
No, I think they had to have played in the OPL.
Oh, so like it'd be my team.
Okay.
My team right now.
Yeah. What about you, Vicky? And you can't give me the same answer. No, you can't give me the same answer.
I'll let
you have. No, here. I'll change it. Wait. ry0ma.
Yeah.
You can only have 2 players from your current squad.
Okay. There you go.
Which means that you take up one of them.
Oh, I take up one of them.
Yeah, so one more, and then so go top to bot.
Really putting us on the spot.
Yeah, I am. No, this isn't BM. I'm literally saying you can't pick.
Okay, I'd get me.
Yeah.
Mimic.
Yeah.
I'll get Shern.
Yeah.
Reyes.
Yeah.
And Destiny.
I'm definitely not getting right.
Oh no, Destiny or Cupcake, yeah.
What's Victor's? What's FBI's? What FBI's?
We'll get Mimic for the interview too then. I'm not wanted here. Was I? Yeah, I'll get. Who have I played with?
What's FBI?
Wait, does that include? That includes like Niship and shit, yeah?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I'll get Niship.
Get Doshi? Niship Doshi?
Yeah. I get Niship. I get you.
Thanks, bro.
No, I wouldn't. Nah, yeah, I would.
Hey, be careful. Be very careful about the answer you give after that.
It's fine. I get you. Who's mid? I get Wizard. I get Wizard. Wizard, me, and then I get Jake.
Alright. Not bad.
Everyone in Sin in 2010.
Not bad.
Yeah, bloody I wish I could go back to there.
Hey, that was some good days.
Yeah.
I want to get some steak! Yeah, alright. Well, that concludes. Hey, wait. Shots actually asked, can he manage the team? Hello?
Tommy, that was for you.
Tommy, can Shots manage?
Maybe. Victor's a bit mean now. So
only if we can. Only if we could use the actual internet. Alright.
Marco wants to be a pro player, not a manager, man.
Yeah. Anyway,
Marco worked harder than any pro I've ever seen.
you guys wait there. This concludes this this concludes the show. I'm actually laughing because Marco in chat. This concludes it. I want to thank you guys for coming on. I want to congratulate you guys again for coming on and winning the OPL Grand Final.
Thank you. Thanks, man.
If you one sec, don't leave. If you want to stay across all the Gravitas movements in the off season and plans, sign up. If you want to follow FBI and ry0ma on the Twitter sphere, where FBI tweets a ton, so you should follow him. He tweets an absolute ton. Yeah, follow him, and I'm sure like there'll be lots of MSI pictures and lots of MSI tweets. So make sure you get involved with that. Tommy and ry0ma are there, and if you just want to stay across team news from the Bombers, because you know they're going to be at MSI, they're going to be representing OS, and they're going to be doing us proud. Follow the Bombers Twitter page. They will sorry, no, because when I go to talk, I'm reading chat as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like so it's hard. I'm not good at that. So follow Say Raid as well. I mean, I told him to participate, and he's here participating, so good on him. Yeah, again, thanks for joining, guys. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. Is there anything you want to say to the blokes that are watching or the fans before you leave?
Or you.
This is Tommy's forte.
Tommy, go on, bud. Go on, buddy.
No, Vicky. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in and yeah, just asking questions.
So this is where you say, I hope you guys can follow our journey at MSI and we can do you guys proud. And that's where you say bye. You know?
That's your part then.
That's my part.
Yeah.
Alright, say it again.
No, so you say, hey guys, thanks for watching. We really appreciate it. I can't wait to represent OSA MSI. Please follow our journey.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Shit, what else?
That's it. We'll end it there.
Alright, thanks. Thank you.
Alright.
Thank you, guys.
Again, yeah. Should we host DOS?
Yeah, host
I thought you
DOS.
were hosting Tommy. I thought you said you're hosting
Nah,
Tommy.
Wait, Tommy, are you
host
streaming?
DOSy. Nah, I'm not streaming. No, I'm too lazy now.
You're not gonna stream, huh?
Nah, I'm too lazy now. It's
Alright.
all you now. Your choice.
Yeah, I'm gonna dictate what happens here. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. And we'll see you next week with and more guests, different guests. I'm not gonna tell you who it is yet.